Hey girls, welcome back. You are at the Happiest Place workshop conversion, 8.5 by 11 to 12 by 12, and we are on layout number 6, the rainbow layout. So here is your 2 pages. Again, what I like to do is lay everything out. Whoops. As you can see, it's not glued down, but lay it out so I can get a good visual of where I like everything. It's really how I do most of my pages. Lay it out, see if I like it, add the embellishments in, and then pull it all off and glue it down. So we're gonna take the left page and set it aside. And we're gonna pull the right page over and work on that one first. Now, this is the harder of the 2 pages, honestly, but you'll notice, we've got one little flip flap. That was the card. And there was a bonus little extra. I don't know if you'll get it in your pack, but it doesn't matter anyway because it's just a photo. But I got an extra photo mat, so I stuck it on the back of the smile. So when this flips up, again, easy add-on for more photos. So I'm going to start, I think I'm going to start with the under part. So I'm going to pick these up. This is these little hearts right here. I punched with my stitched heart set of thin cuts, and I punched them out of a PML card, one of the little cards. I cut it into strips first, thinking that I would put a little strip there all the way down, but I really like the heart idea better. So that's all it is, and you could use any shape that you want. I thought the heart was kind of Mickey appropriate. You know, it kind of added to the whimsical part of this layout. But in truth, you could do whatever you wanted. You'll also notice that across the black, I put shimmer trim, okay? And it's on the left page as well. I did that first before we glue anything down because it's so much easier to do it than trying to measure a certain amount. Now, here's the other part. I left this page intact. If you want to be cheap on the white cardstock and save this, you certainly could cut this off and then stick it down that way. I'm not going to bother on this one, but you are more than welcome to do that. Don't let me slow you down. You can absolutely, oh, that one's empty. Absolutely do that. And I contemplated doing it. I just thought maybe it would make it a little more confusing. You know, it came as the page, leave it as the page. But now this one, sorry, I'm going to flip it around here, although I know it doesn't really matter, is going to be white edge to white edge. Okay, you're still going to center it top to bottom, but it literally is going to be all the way to that right edge or right justified. Okay, so we're going to glue him down. The black goes on the bottom. Okay, and then we can actually line these up. The top one gets lined up with the top of the red. The bottom one, you could space them out evenly like that. You can, I think what I did is kind of center this one in the middle and then kind of move them up to the center a little bit like that. But truly, you could do whatever your little heart desires. If you want more, or if you wanted bigger photos, you could do bigger photos too. Don't let that, the paper I used for matting is all paper that we have all the time. So you could match any of these colors up. And they could also be, I use Lagoon, but you could use the red or the yellow or glacier or black. It would be just as cute, honestly. That's kind of the brilliance of this kit, is there were so many good colors to choose from. You'll notice again, I worked a little ahead. I put the white mats on everything. You don't even have to use white mats if you don't want to. Really, truly? Oh, crooked. Yep, and I'm one of those people that has to have it straight. So, especially if my eye's gonna pick that corner up, which it would, sadly. I am that anal. Okay, better, not perfect, but better. Better is good, right? And then what I want you to do, now these are gonna end up going in flip-flops, but for the time being, I wanna lay them on here so that I can use them to know where to put the rest of it, okay? So I put the hearts on first, just one little piece of foam tape behind it, secured them, and then they're gonna be evenly, fairly evenly spaced. And what I did was line them all up on this right edge And then I made the bottom of the black match the bottom of the black shimmer trim. And the top, now the red goes about halfway, okay? If you're a little off, please don't sweat it. It's not meant to be stressful. And then I just space the yellow and the green out, you know, somewhat evenly. There you go, okay? Just so you have an idea of where everything goes. So then foam tape on the heart, again, just on one side, so that he's a little higher on one end than the other. And I'm gonna stick him underneath, right? I want him to kind of be peeking out. And then I've got this full cloud. Again, even if you mix these up, it would not be the end of the world. But this is the full-size one. And I'm gonna tuck him again. I want him to be a little bit underneath, and I like covering straight lines. So I'm gonna put him a little bit closer to the top. And then our little admission ticket, and he really could go anywhere too, honestly. He could just be, but I'm just gonna have him poke right there. Okay, now we know that this one's gonna go here, and then we've got this little half piece of a cloud. Foam tape again. He doesn't have to be. You could sticker him down, just as fun. I'm gonna put him halfway between kind of the glacier and the front side glacier, back side glacier. Okay. Now, when you go to put these in your flip flaps, they need to be the horizontal flip flaps. Okay, they need to flip up. You can't as easily flip them left to right. You could, it just makes it not cascade as nicely. So you're gonna put these, and I'll just give you an idea real quick in case you haven't done this before. Okay, they go in, and then this folds over the opening, always over the opening. Okay, go in, push them all the way to the bottom, go in, all the way to the bottom, just so you can see. Now, the beauty of this is that you could actually put a couple photos underneath here, but you absolutely can add photos on the back side, okay? Do that, because now you're gonna do the start at the top. Remember, it's gonna be halfway to the sun, and it doesn't, like, you can put the flip flap at that edge, or you can put the black at that edge. I'm gonna put the black at that edge. Remember, it goes on the outside of your page protector, not on your page. And that's the beauty of doing the flip flaps. So I'm not gonna glue them down, right? So here's how they're gonna go. You're gonna do it like this, and then you're gonna open it up. And then you're gonna put, I just followed the colors of the rainbow here, right? Then I'm gonna put this one down, and I'm gonna flip it up. And then I'm gonna put this one down, and I'm gonna flip it up. And then I'm gonna put my last one down, okay? So that they end up, right? They end up looking like this. Oh wait, that's not right. I think I did it the wrong way. There we go. Okay, ready? That is our right page. And now we're gonna pull over our left page. So again, we've got our optional Mickey. You know what? I'm gonna pull this so that I can see and line up my squares. So I'm gonna pull this over here. And I think actually I'm gonna start there because it'll be easier to start matching something up, right? So I will, let's make sure I get this in the right place. And don't put it on upside down, which would be just like me. And 2. And then this whole left side is again just glued to the left. There, now we know I've got our little awesome on foam tape. Actually, you had to cut the foam tape in half. Again, if you want to wait because you're fearful of pulling it up after you put a photo on, you absolutely can. right? Or you could put a glue dot or something else and just hold the edge. You can do that as well. Okay, I think I can move this over for right now. And then we've got some really fun, really fun accents. So I know that this, oh, it's flat, so we're gonna stick him up here. And our happy as can be, and our photo mat, and our Mickey, and our half cloud. I love these little half clouds. And then here we've got our little cluster of hearts. Let me see if I can get that in the light. Cluster of hearts and our little ticket. Super cute. Super cute. Let's do our big page first. Try to run my adhesive over my all-purpose mat. I don't always succeed because I'm in a hurry, but that way if I get it in the wrong place or I run off the edge, I don't have to worry. It literally just rubs off in half a second and I don't have to think about it. Okay, so all the way to the left edge, centered from top to bottom. There we go. We've got our rainbow colored paper. Okay, now I know that these go about here. That's pretty close. Let's make sure I get it straight. And a little bit of blue showing, I think. Something with this one. And and this one's already got the adhesive. He's gonna go, I think I just want him the tiniest bit slid under. And then I've got our little polka dot piece. And I put foam tape on the back. And I'm just gonna slide him a little off center. And I'm gonna slide him to the white photo mat. Right, now I've got another full cloud and he is just gonna tuck ever so slightly. I can put him up on the white, but I want him to show well. So I'm gonna kind of put him more on the colored paper just so I can see him. I like to see him. And then I know I've got this big one that comes down here. And he's got two big pieces of the thin foam tape. I love the thin foam tape. It really holds spectacularly. I love that about it. And this one, again, I want it to be on the colored. I certainly could put him down here, but I think he'll show better, right, on the black paper versus not. And I've got this little half. Now, I took the adhesive off, but you can just leave him as a sticker and then stick him on. And I think I'm going to put him just 2/3 almost at the top edge of this bottom photograph. Okay, so he looks like he's coming tucked underneath. And then I'm going to lay these out so I can see where they go. Happy, whoops, as can be. Now, I want him a little bit crookedy, but not a ton. Not a ton. Just a little. And these all have foam tape on them. You can make them different. You can make them same, right? It's totally up to you. How much dimension, or you can do no dimension. Again, these are your pages. These are yours. And I love the little bee. And he's got a little stitched edge. Did you guys see that? Super cute. Okay. Happy as can be. And then we've got our Mickey, which is super easy, right? Super easy. I want you to be able to see him. I'm going to put him here. Boonk. And now we've got our little hearts, which I think I'm going to put adhesive, put the biggest one kind of down here. And then I've got these two together, just like I do the banners, stuck them together and then put foam tape to give them some dimension. Now, all of this, see how cute? He looks like a little cluster. Oh, and we've got our little ticket here. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to put a little bit of foam tape on that bottom, the bottom of him. And let's see where we like it. Do we like it? I think I originally had him over here. He certainly could be cute. Oh, I kind of like him there, don't you? Okay, let's put him there. Let's put him, slide him underneath, because it's the cutest little ticket. And you can leave the hole showing, or you can tuck it up underneath. I think I'm going to tuck it up underneath. Look at that little cluster. Isn't it sweet? Now, you can, again, embellish till your little heart's content. We have stickles. We have shimmer brushes. We have, right, literally, liquid glass. We have so many things. And you know what I'm thinking on this? I think I told you incorrectly, because now that I'm looking at this, I think it does need the vertical flip-flops. So I'm looking at this going, how would you put it so that it comes the right way? Because it's going to be like this. And the hearts are all at the bottom. So here's the answer. If you want to use the horizontal flip-flops, because that's what you've got, put your hearts down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? If you want the hearts to show on the top, like I did it, I'm going to have to switch these. Let me grab my package. Switch these to the vertical ones, the short, right? Because that way they flip like this. Okay? So you can do either thing. For me, I'm probably, in all honesty, I've got these horizontals already set. I'll probably just move my hearts to the bottom. I'll probably just heart on the bottom and have it cascade that way. It's an easier choice for me than to figure out the vertical cascade. But I apologize. I hadn't really worked this out in my head, and where I put the hearts, I needed to put the flip-flops on first so I could figure it out. But I know you girls will forgive me, and I'm so excited. This is one of my favorite 2 pages out of all of them. So again, whoop whoop. We'll talk to you soon.